Welcome to another video in the Wild Studio. Wild CEO here, founder of Wild Foods Co. and Tribe10K.com. Colin Stuckert is my name, and I'm glad you're here because I haven't recorded a video in a while, and I was doing a video a day, and then we're working on a lot of new projects. So I'm down to a couple videos a week. Enough about me. You're watching this video, and here I am talking about myself. What's that about, right? That's weird. And that's the perfect segue into today's topic. People around you in your life, they're going to give you feedback. They're going to tell you things. They're going to try to influence you. Some will even try to blatantly manipulate you. The ones that are going to do it from a place of love, compassion, at least what they're going to tell themselves, your friends, your family, etc. What you have to understand is they might think they know what's best for you. They might think they want to share things that they've done in their life or haven't done or stopped doing and what they've learned. And so they want to share that with you because they want to save you from that same pain or pitfall or whatever. But there's a few problems with this. We're going to get into what those problems are when we come back from the very dramatic intro. Why are people around you going to give you advice and feedback that's based on their lives? That's based on their past? Also, I got a really big bone to pick with something. It's this idea that we want to save either our children or our friends or significant others from any pain whatsoever. Now, physical pain, sure. There's not really a place where we need to have physical pain. But emotional pain, pain from failure, and the pain that comes when you do something and it doesn't work out, you have an experience that isn't great or whatever, that kind of pain is not pain that should be avoided. If anything, you should be constantly seeking it out. Because when you seek out pain that's a result of trying something new or taking a risk, you're getting valuable information. You're not only making your character more resilient, and your mind more resilient, and your thoughts more resilient, but you're understanding how to course correct to where your best future life is. And the only way to get to your best future life is for you, the individual, to go and do things and fail along the way, which is not really failure unless you quit. It's just data, it's just stepping stone, so that you can figure out what's best for you. And all those people around you, haters are their own category, naysayers are their own category, and then the rational feedback and advice of people that care about you is another category. But they're all fundamentally operating from the same place. You shouldn't do what you want to do because we know better. And even for those that want to cover it under compassion or love or whatever, and it's not to say these people don't love you or compassionate for you. They just are operating from a place about themselves. So when haters come at you and say things, they're talking to themselves. They're projecting. They're talking about things that they're scared of, or they're giving reasons why they aren't doing the things and why you, the person in the arena, is. They're making reasons why they gave up on their dreams. They're making reasons why they aren't going to do something or didn't do something or can't do something. And usually it's something you're doing or it's some kind of insecurity that you're pulling out by your actions. You have to think about haters and naysayers as giving you feedback about the very thing you should be doing. So think about this a second. People that are giving you feedback, and negative feedback particularly, that are telling you shouldn't do something or that, be happy with what you got or whatever, these people are pointing you in the direction of where you should be going. You should be doing more things to get more of that feedback and more of that hate, for lack of a better word. Let's just call it naysay or criticism. People are trying to justify their thoughts, their past, their reality now, and their future by projecting things onto you. That is fundamentally how it all is. Whether it's from people that you love and that love you, or whether it's from strangers commenting on your Instagram posts. People are trying to justify something to themselves through you. And they're just using you as a vessel to do that. Because what happens when you do something that challenges someone's ego or status quo or what they've done, well, they have to lash out at you. They have to prove you wrong. Because if you're right, what does that say about them and what they've failed to do or what they've given up on? You'll see countless examples of this. When you really start looking at things this way, when you really start understanding human psychology and how almost everybody on the planet does things for themselves or about themselves, it very little has anything to do with you. When you really truly understand that, you'll see it everywhere. It'll just become the sky is blue. You're like, yeah, okay, the sky's blue, so what? Why are you telling me this? It'll just be something that you operate from as a baseline understanding of human nature. And when you get to that point, well, then it becomes much easier to actually elicit more of that negative feedback, because that negative feedback is usually telling you exactly what you need to do. Of course, if you're doing drugs or hurting people or breaking the law or doing things like that, the people that are telling you to stop, you should listen to them, right? But that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about taking financial risk, taking social risk, taking risk of moving somewhere and it not working out or whatever, taking a job and it not working out, or not taking a job, or not going to college, or saying no to the scholarship, or whatever it is. There's a lot of different things that you can do that have a perceived risk. But most of the time, all it is an opportunity. And that's another way you have to think about it. To close this video out, the more you risk in those realms, not in physical risk, but in those realms, the more reward. That's what it comes to. The more social risk you take, the more better relationships you're going to establish, and the more people that you're going to meet. The more rejection you'll have, sure, but that's just a small price you have to pay for all the amazingness. The more business risk you take, the more financial risk you take, the more upside. And yes, you can lose along the way, but that is just information. That is just stepping stone. If you keep stepping, if you keep investing, if you keep going. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And this video is today sponsored by Wild Foods Co. You can get all your real food supplements and real foods from wildfoods.co. Use code WildCEO for 12% for your entire order. This is my Wild MCT oil. Oh, it's a Wild Fish Oil, actually. Friends certified, super high quality premium oil, made in the US and caught off US waters, which most fish oils are made in other places, and the regulations there are, who knows what they are really. This stuff is golden liquid. I take probably 3 to 4 swigs a day, and today my back's flaring up from a little bit too much sitting, so it being the natural anti-inflammatory fighter that it is, I'm gonna take some of this. This is not something, guys, that I would be talking about in my videos if it wasn't something that I truly used and believed in. And the whole genesis for Wild Foods itself, which is my company that I started out here when I moved to Austin 4.5 years ago, is I was obsessed with finding ingredients that were the high quality that I could put in my body, because a lot of the supplements, even a lot of the foods on the shelf at the Whole Foods, it's literally right there. A lot of it has no transparency. A lot of it is not good quality. A lot of it is suspect quality. There's just not the kind of checks and balances you would expect in the food and supplement industry. And some of what's on the marketplace and some of what gets passed off as human consumable would blow your freaking mind. So Wild Foods was my answer for that. Finding the really highest quality, small batch, single origin, really amazing quality, real food-based ingredients, whole food-based ingredients that I could find for me, one product at a time. If you want to support any of my work and your health, and if you want to find actually good products that are going to support your health, go to wildfoods.co and use code WildCEO. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.